Hello, welcome back. This is View from the Throne. I am your host, Lorenza Nicole Molina, aka the Black Butterfly Queen, La Reina Mariposa Negra. And, well, uh, how are y'all doing? Are y'all doing good? How is life treating you? I'll wait. Oh, that was for you to respond. Girl, I said, how is life treating you? I'll wait. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. For real. Okay. Girl, listen. Life is funny, okay? And it's funny acting. Sometimes it's funny and then sometimes it's funny acting. I just want to say that. So, much love to you and Godspeed and keep pushing, keep going. Enjoy your victories, no matter how small they are, okay? Because that's still a victory. A victory is a victory, okay? All right. Um, but I don't know when this is finding you. I don't know if you're on your way home or if you are on your way to work or you just chilling at the house in the middle of the day. I have no idea. But what I do know is that you are here listening, and I am very grateful about that. So thank you for coming in. Uh, how I'm doing, child, I'm trying to grow. That's what I did. That's how I'm doing. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get better at the things God has asked me to do. I'm trying to get better at just allow myself to be me. Okay. Um, Anytime I hold back on something, or get quiet in a place where I need to speak up, or anything like that, I'm just trying to like let it flow because what I don't have time for is old things. Okay. Okay. I know you hear me though, right? I know you hear me because you ain't got time for it either. Okay. Listen, listen, listen. I know you're already listening. I know I'm saying that a lot, but listen for real. Nobody has time for old things. We just don't. Okay. And one of the things, since I'm talking now, really talking, one of the things I want to talk about, my topic you know, is being revealed versus being seen. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Being revealed versus being seen. So this is something that's kind of been on my mind for a bit. Obviously I'm a content creator. Of in many ways. I'm a content creator. I have about four different Instagram pages. I got uh, Black Butterfly Kisses. I got the Black Butterfly Queen. I have the Puppy Loves, which is about the journey of my four Chihuahuas and how they all came to be. I have the Black Butterfly Effect, which is about home decor, cooking, motivational quotes, and things like that. The Black Butterfly Queen is me, my music, my modeling, all the things I do in that way, podcast. And Black Butterfly Kisses is, hair and makeup and beauty and such, So those are just my Instagram pages, okay? Um, and and then of course I'm on TikTok as the Black Butterfly. Black Butterfly Kisses. Um, but like that's just like Instagram, TikTok. That's not to mention YouTube. Okay. um, which content is just created and regurgitated and rewrapped and remixed and all that stuff. Anyway, but yeah. So as a content creator, you want people to see your stuff. Okay. And I think that goes for anybody working anything, working any job, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. As a musician, you want people to hear your music. As a podcaster, I want people to tune into my podcast. As a doctor, you want the credit for the accolades of being a good doctor And that's someone always pointing out your flaws, but someone pointing out your good. People want credit for what they do. If you cleaned up something really good, even when you were a kid, you washed those dishes. I mean, you washed the mess out of them dishes, and your mama didn't even have to ask you. When your mama said thank you, that was a lot. When she didn't notice nothing, she just like, well, you're supposed to do it anyway. It was like, well, dang, like, but I really worked hard on that. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be seen. But I realized that being seen is only the silhouette of being revealed. Yeah. It's very flat. Like someone can see you for a moment, appreciate that thing for a moment, hear you out for a moment, but it can be short-lived. It can go away. It can be underappreciated still. But being revealed takes time. Being revealed takes time. There's two examples I have of being revealed. The first one is after Jesus died on the cross, rose again. He walked the earth about 40 days. And during that time, he revealed himself to different people. One of those groups of people were two men on the way, I think, to Jerusalem. I can't remember which city, but it was either Jerusalem or Bethlehem or something like that. I think it was Jerusalem. But they're on their way into the city. And Jesus started walking with them. And at the time, they didn't know it was him. But sightings of him appearing had already been talked about. I mean, this was Twitter back then. They was all chit-chatting and twitting about Jesus popping up. I heard that so-and-so saw him over here at the da-da-da-da. And I heard this. And these two men were talking about the sightings of Jesus. And he was talking about it with them or listening to them. And then he started teaching them about different things in the Word. And at this time, the Bible wasn't completely assembled in the way that it is now, but people knew about the books and they read the scrolls and such and everything like that. And so they only knew so much, and he began to educate them and give them more understanding about the Word, right? Which is funny because he's talking about himself. Now, we all know before Jesus died, he was the Last Supper or whatever, Passover, blah, blah, blah. He broke bread with the disciples. This is my body. The wine, this is my blood, blah, 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 right? And he walks with these men all the way into town. And they go into the inn, they sit down. And when he lifts the bread to break it, that's when he was revealed. And then he just disappears. It's like, yo, so you sat here and talked to us this whole time and then let us know who you were. And now you revealed yourself. They were amazed, to say the least, I'm sure. When the disciples and the people were waiting for 10 days, was it after the Holy Spirit, and then the Holy Spirit touched them and they speak and everything? That was something that was also revealed to them. You can consider. But before then, Jesus showed up, of course, because this cannot happen until after Jesus ascends into heaven. But before then, he showed up in the room with all of them in the corner, and it was like, wait, where did he come from? I ain't seen walking through the door. Doubting Thomas, once again revealed. The shepherds, once again revealed. Even on the night, but when he was supposed to be born, revealed. The wise man, the star was revealed. He was always revealed. And it's like, people were like, I think, I forgot what minister was talking about it, but talking about like, why he show himself to like the big people, like the kings and stuff, because they weren't the ones that believed him anyway. They probably just think it was like some trick or something. Like, they had their soothsayers and all that stuff. So him just showing up and showing himself to them wouldn't have changed their opinion about anything. It would have no effect because they would have saw it, but they would have just thought somebody was imitating him, pretending something. it might even drew attention to the disciples and expedited something that didn't need to be expedited at the time, which is the killing of all the disciples. You know what I'm saying? Because they took them out one by one. That's what the thing was, right? So it would expedite some things. Some people you can't be revealed to. They just got to hear about what you did, honey. They got to hear about it. But the thing about revelation versus just on site seeing something, revelation takes time to have. Revelation takes work. And what I mean by that is, like, have you ever been really looking for something? Say you're looking for your keys. And you know at 6 o'clock you gotta leave and you cannot find them keys and you've been looking for them most of the day and you're like, I set them down here and it's almost time for me to leave. I gotta leave at 6 to get here at this time, and now it's 6:06 and you like, oh my God, and you're getting anxious and you're stressed and you don't know what else to do. You say, I looked everywhere, so you just sit down in disbelief at the fact that you can't find your keys. And you sit down. And you sit in the middle of the couch. You just feel like, I just need to sit down. And you sit down, you sit in the middle of the couch or something like that. And then under a piece of paper or newspaper or mail, you see something on the table. And then all of a sudden you realize, that's right, because when I went and got the mail, I had did this and that and everything. Now, mind you, you have been seeing probably that mail pile this whole time. But it didn't really show you anything. But when you sat on the couch, you were in a position to see the keys, right? And it was like revealed to you. It feels like something's revealed. And now you realize, oh, that's where the keys were. It all starts coming back, all the things. But not only does all that come back, when you get on the street, you drive past an area where there was a wreck. And you realize, if I would have left any sooner, that could have been me. You show up to the party or the function at a certain time, and you're showing up right at the right time because actually the people that were over were running late because they had an incident happen at the house and it was delayed. And the person that you did not need to run into just actually left the party. Stuff like that. Then it's revealed to you that God was orchestrating your footsteps to help you avoid a wreck, help you show up at the right time so that you wouldn't run into somebody that you didn't need to deal with because you're still healing from that situation, or they would just be a problem. And it all took you getting tired, sit down, to be in position for it to be revealed. So not only did you remember all the things that led up to that moment, but all that moment also orchestrated everything that you were about to do. Now, if you would just saw the keys before you would have left at a certain time, you probably would have been stuck behind the wreck or in the wreck. You would have ran into that person you did not need to see, and you wouldn't have been there at the right time for you when it comes to the people who were really over the party coming in late anyway. So that means other people probably were there, but you showed up at the right time, and you just seem to always show up at the right time. You just always show up at the right time. The right people are there, and you have the right conversations, and then you have the right conversations about the right thing. These people remember these conversations later and ask you to do other things later, all because of some daggone keys that you didn't see, but that got revealed later. Now, if you would have saw that, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't have struggled, and you wouldn't have appreciated getting those keys as much. When God reveals something to you, it's more than just seeing it. Because when you see it, you go on in life as usual. Why not? But when you have to fight for something and nothing worked, and then you have to be set down into a position for it to be revealed to you where something was, and then you get going, you start doing all these things, and because of that, it set up a pattern for you. You appreciate that thing way more than you would have if you just saw it sitting on the table. Take the keys for granted. This is what I mean by people, they can see you. They can see what you can do. But if you haven't been revealed to them in a certain way at a certain time, they won't appreciate it. If they didn't have to look for the answer for such a long time, and then God made you the answer to the prayer they had, they wouldn't have appreciated you if they just saw you. When people have to build something, they're more particular about somebody coming up in it and taking it away. Can't nobody take them keys out your hand after you done sat there and looked most of the day for them keys, and it finally got revealed to you where they were. You walked past that spot so many times. Can't nobody just come up into you at that moment and just take them keys out of your hand. Nobody's going to be able to do that. You'll be like, are you crazy? After all the work I went through to find this? And then sometimes you feel special because it was under your nose the whole time. And then you see the whole storyline that fell like, because I had went over there and that's why the keys was under there. That is wild that they was under there like that. I would never put my keys right there because you were set up. You were set up to sit down so that you would leave on time. And guess what you do after that? You're more particular about where you put those keys. You are more particular about where you put those keys. You pay more attention to what you do with those keys than you would have if you just regularly saw them. Sometimes God does us like this. He does not let people see you in order to reveal you. Hello? He does not let people see you in order to reveal you. Because it's like a timeline thread that has to run through you. Like when you reveal, people see how you fit from the past all the way into all the events that come after. You make so much sense all of a sudden. You are more than just seen. You are an answer to a long awaited question. Okay? You are an answer. People have to wait for you. It's personal now. I see a lot of people on social media, but the ones I follow, I get a little bit of revealance over time. I'm invested. And usually those people I follow is because it was something that they said that was right on time when I opened up my app. And I went to their page, and all the things that they had been doing for a while made sense for the things I have been considering for a while. And no one else fit that puzzle like they did. And it made me press the follow button because it was something unique about their page that fit a certain area in my life that made me feel like, you know what, I can follow this because I'm going to get this from this page. And that's what I need right now. And that's what I've been needing. And I appreciate it. And now I'm engaged and I'm invested. God wants people to be invested in you. You are worth the investment. Okay. We can't be so anxious to be seen that we are aborting our opportunity to be revealed. So quick to post something just for the attention. Not that it's wrong that you don't want the credit, but what about sustenance? To be revealed carries so much more dimension than just being seen. People can see you for what you can do and see you for what you're supposed to be capable of. But does it mean they will appreciate you if you're not the answer to the problem that they have? When people create a business and they create a business that has a niche, they're looking for They're looking to be an answer to a particular problem, because then that will give them a certain value. And people with that particular problem, since there's all the other businesses are too general, that puts that business in a certain lane all on its own. And you are in a position to accumulate most of the profit versus a business that is a generalized business. Now, you don't want to be too niche sometimes, because maybe the circle's small. But it doesn't really matter how small the circle is if the pockets are big, right? And you've developed a connection with these people, which where they continue to come back. And then, because those people, usually birds of a feather flock together is what they say, there's other people that are probably hidden in that same niche that they know. And that's what they're going to do, refer to you, because you're the only one that does what you do. And you become an answer to a problem. People come to geniuses because they can find a simple solution to a complicated problem, at least what's complicated to the rest of the world. But they become the niche. They become the thing that is appreciated. I need them. They are important to this. God knows your value, and is more than just being seen. It is important that you are revealed. Have you ever been to like a zoo or an aquarium or something like that, and you see a unique animal that you've never saw before? Now, you know how long it took you to get to the zoo and all this stuff. And you have to put the gas in there, get everybody's lunches and all that stuff. But then when you get in there and you see this unique animal and it's so beautiful, you're just like, wow. And it's an experience. You didn't even know how much fun you were going to have. You didn't even know that you needed to see that. Sometimes that's also how God plops you down in people's faces. Beauty is also something revealed. Yeah, they called you ugly in school. Called you nasty. Ugh, look at them. Called you all kinds of things. But now you're in this position where you're beyond just physical beauty. Your gift of intelligence. You know how to articulate yourself, carry yourself. Your swag is undeniable. Hello? Your assurance and confidence, your demeanor parts the room of people like God used Moses to part the Red Sea, baby. When you walk up and you show up, who is ugly now? Baby, you couldn't see me before. But let me turn a little bit so God can continue to reveal me. Because I am more than the image that you saw or that you tried to describe, that you did not understand. I was a revelation waiting to happen. Because it takes time for revelations to come to fruition. You got to have certain elements for that to happen. You got to have the absence of the answer. Then you have to have the desire, right? You have to have it set up where there's the question and the desire and there's no answer, and nowhere where nobody looks, they can't find it. And you have to give it time you got to let it sit for a while, because the more people wait, the more people got to wait for something. When they finally get it, you're not going to just take them keys out of their hand. Once they finally get that key, after they've waited for a long time and they look for that key and God shows them that you're the key, and then God shows them that why they had to wait, because on the key, with that key came many things. With that key came a delay so that they would be protected. With that key came opportunity to have a conversation with a certain type of person that showed up at the party at the same time. With that key came covering so you wouldn't have to deal with somebody that was not in your zone anymore. With that key came people bringing up your name again. Because when you showed up in the room, when they showed up in the room, the way they showed up in the room, they couldn't have come that way without you. God is developing a relationship He's developing a situation where there is appreciation. When you have not had water and you finally get a drink. Hey, I don't want soda. I don't want juice. I need some water. I ain't had nothing to drink. I don't care about nothing. I need some water. Give me some water. If I've been, and I have been in this situation where I've been so thirsty, and I finally get to a place where I can drink something, and there's soda and there's juice, and then there's an ice cold bottle of water, and I've been in that Texas heat. What am I grabbing first? I might get that soda and that juice at some point, but water don't taste no, water tastes so good. It don't taste no better than when you've been thirsty for a long, long time. Because you know what water has that none of those things have? It has something that adds to your body in a way no other liquid can. It gives your body more life than any other liquid can do. It helps take away pains and headaches from the lack of it. It helps you to be able to move your bowels when necessary. Flush out things from your pores by sweating. To be able to cry when you're upset. To keep your lips from being dry, your tongue from swelling. Water will save your life. So when you feel ignored and feel like people don't see you, it's okay. You are on God's time, hidden behind God's heart, or maybe you're hidden in his hand, which comes from his heart, okay? But you're hidden so that when he opens his hand to the right person, it actually means something. It actually is fruitful. It actually sets you up for good. Sets you up for good. It sets you up to win. Who cares about being just seen for a moment when you could be revealed? Do you understand how valuable you must be to God if he is setting the stage for you to be revealed? God says he prepares a place before us in the presence of our enemies, right? I mean, he prepared a place. I mean, that's a setup. That's a place that's set up for us in the presence of them. I go to prepare a place for you. Adam, before he even had his job, his career. People say this was his job, but that was Adam's career. That was his purpose. Adam was a zoologist, okay, before zoologists even existed. Okay? He was a geologist too, child. He named everything, okay? But that was his career. He was intelligent. But before he could operate in who he was, there had to be something for him to work with. God had to set the stage so Adam could come in and do what he did. And then also the same thing with Eve. Adam had to be doing and working in his purpose, not a job, not just a job. People tell me, Adam got a job. Is he purposeful? Is he purposely driven? Is he working on his purpose? People so caught up on if they're working on a job. Is he working on his purpose? And as he's working on his purpose, doing it himself, he is put to sleep. And when he awakes, there is Eve. How did Eve even get here? I don't know, but wow, revealed. Something that is going to add to what he is doing after he waited for some while. He had to do this for a while without her. He is no longer alone. It is not good for man to be alone. But she was revealed to him. Something like him, but not him. So that he would appreciate her presence because of her value, what she represented the part of God she represented. God said, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. I mean, that means you have to be looking for something for you to find it. You have to be without something for you to find it. Oh, I found this thing. I discovered this thing. It was revealed to me. I was without it, and now that I have it, I don't know how I made it this far without it. How did I survive without it? God is trying to set you up to be revealed. While you're working, while you want to be seen. This is, God said, be anxious for nothing. Because when we move in anxiousness, we don't move at the time God is moving. So we're out of time. We're out of his timing. So it's important that we move as a creature of revelation versus somebody that just needs to be seen. You are beautiful, wonderfully made. And he ain't just trying to put you on anybody's table and be like, here you go. No. I need all the plates in order. I need all this together because I have a great thing to reveal. It's something I made. That ain't just nothing. And when you decide to follow God, you're giving your life over to him. And the way he chooses to maneuver you after that is what's best for you. Because that's why you decided to walk with him. So wouldn't it be better for you to allow him to reveal you? Allow him to build the anticipation. Allow him to build up you so that you can be that answer for the questions that so many people are asking. It would be better for you to be revealed than to just be seen. Because to be seen, I can look away from you and forget you. But to be revealed, I may have to walk away. I'm coming back though, because that's that. I need that. I need that. I need that. That's what I need. That's what revelation does to people. When they finally find something they've been hurting for a long time, they're not going to want to give it up so quickly. When you help somebody build a house, you help build that house. This is why people always trying to get everything in a divorce. You help build a home and you want to just take everything. No, wait a second. We can't talk about this because I helped build this. That's why people be bitter in divorces. I helped build this. Okay? Yes. Anyway. Just wait. And do what he's giving you to do in a time. Because just like those people's pages that I've found, all that stuff that they have been doing while I was waiting to find my answers were a part of the thing that brought sustenance to let me know that they were the answer. So I go look at their page and I'm like, man, they doing this, and the other. I need to follow people like this because of what it influences me. And I mean, you binge watching people. Y'all know y'all done binge watch people, pay comedians and stuff like that. People who are doing DIYs and stuff. I'm a binge watcher. You got enough stuff on there. And if I watch about 3 or 4 videos, look, I need to go ahead and follow you. Okay? Sometimes I follow you off of one video. If it's that good. But when they made them videos, some of them videos didn't have barely any views. Now they got views because they're being revealed to everybody. And because they have been consistent in being who they are, regardless of who's seen them or not. When they got revealed, it stuck because they are the answer to so many people. But you have to look like the answer. You can't. They're going to keep just looking for you until you look like the answer. Ain't nobody gonna look your way unless you're the answer. Oh, okay, yeah. But you're not doing nothing consistent enough for you to be the answer. I need to see that you're the answer. I need to see that you're the answer. So I need you to keep working. I need you to keep doing that stuff, because when I find your page, when I find where you are, when I find that you are my help, I need to know it for sure. Because see, I've been waiting for a while and I can't just give my energy to everybody. I need to see that you really are who you say you are. I need that action to be backed up. So when I find you, I need accolades. I need a page full of stuff. I need a list. I need you to show me your resume of things that you do. Oh, so you do know how to. Okay, so how? Oh, you know how to do that too. See, I didn't even ask about that, but that was something I was concerned about. But no one else has said because you did it. And you be like, God, I don't know if that don't even make sense. Why you want me to do that? And not knowing that that's going to be the thing that is the tilting of the scale in your favor because it's so uniquely different. And what they needed was so uniquely different. They watched a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of good people. But that one difference is what made you clear. Made it clear to them that you were their answer. So keep building, keep adding stuff because that's the sustenance that let people know that you're the answer. You can't be one dimensional unless all you care about is being seen. If you want to be revealed, be a part of a revelation for somebody, after they have waited and been without for a while, if you really want to be appreciated for what you do and what you bring, build it up. So when they come, when the ones who really are looking for you, looking for their answer, they may not know how to explain their answer, but they know it when they see it. They're going to stick to you like glue, and they're going to be your word of mouth. You keep building. Well, that's all I wanted to say for now. I know I'm over here yelling at y'all. I appreciate y'all coming by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you sharing whenever you do share. And please share if you feel like somebody can benefit from this. Somebody that you know is a little anxious, that's this walking in a new career path and they don't know what to do, or walking in a one that they've been walking in for a while, and maybe the strategy needs to be different. Maybe they or you need to begin to move and operate as who you are. You are not something just to be seen for a moment, but to be revealed over time. Let the revelation happen, because once you start operating in that, you can probably be revealed, because now you're moving in the way that God requires of you, so that you can be the consistent answer for so many who are going to keep flooding back to your page, because you're not just the answer for one person. There's a lot of people asking this question, and you are going to be the one that is the beacon, which brings all those people, which then creates the community that you need to fund what you're trying to do. And all this time you're trying to be seen when you're really supposed to be revealed. So if you stop operating as somebody that wants to be seen, and you start operating in the confidence of knowing that I'm going to be revealed when it's my time, and I just need to build my stuff up as God gives me to build it up, and my revelation, that all that is going to come when it's supposed to come, and when it comes, it's going to hit like a ton of bricks. When God say it's going to come at you, pressed down, shaking together, the overflowing, that's what's going to come at you. But you got to be in position for the revelation to happen. If you're not in a position, you keep moving and operating in one way, you're not operating consistently. I don't know if y'all seen that movie, Finding Nemo, but when they there's a part where they're on the back of the sea turtles, and they're in the water flowing inside the little I guess a water freeway. I forgot what it was called, but they're flowing in it. And the clownfish Marty, he's always scared and all this stuff, and nervous and worried and stuff, right? And very anxious. And his whole thing about the whole movie is him learning how to trust outside of his anxiousness, because he's been scarred. So that makes him anxious, right? They just flowed with it. And when it was time to go out of it, they went out of it on the right spot. They didn't have to put a lot of work in like everybody else swimming outside of the funnel, because they were in the flow. They flowed with it. When you are operating anxiousness, it's like you're trying to keep up with the funnel. But if you just let yourself flow into it, it'll move you through all of it. But you got to flow with it. You got to move with it. That's like moving with God. You got to move with it. Sometimes you knock out, but you just flow back in. It's like double dutch. You kind of got to get the rhythm of how the ropes are moving and then go in it with the rhythm. You can't go against the grain because every time you do, you're off beat. You need to be in beat with God. You are more than somebody that needs to be seen for a moment, get a couple of likes. Don't be anxious to be seen because all that you want is going to come through revelation and being revealed. It's not going to come for just being seen for a moment. We look at our own reflection and see it and forget, child. No, you're not here to just be seen and forgotten. You're here to be revealed and reached after. I need to come back to this person. So you about to post something, question yourself, am I posting this because I'm feeling anxious and I just want attention? Or am I posting this because this has quality and sustenance and I'm posting it at a consistent time? Am I posting this at a consistent time? And that's just what post. And I can speak from that as a content creator. That you deal with that. You deal with the anxiousness. But I don't want to be anxious. I just want to create it, post it as I'm supposed to, the time God told me to do it, and then it'll come. When you're talking and people are talking over you and they're not listening and all that stuff, and you feel, I said this, do you really need to say it? Let God reveal it that He's been using you to speak so to the right people. Because that anxiousness is make you off beat a little. And your value is not in what you said, because that's the message. Anyway, message can come through anybody. Your value is in God. Your value is not in what you can do for other people improving it. You don't have nothing to prove. You don't need to force people to see that you matter. You matter. Regardless if they see it or not, you matter. And the ones that are supposed to come are going to come, and that is going to add more to you than anything. Because finally that purpose in you, that desire in you will be fed, but for the right reasons. Because you don't need to be addicted to the vision. You need to be in love with the vision maker, and that's God. Don't be more obsessed with the vision and getting it done than you are with the one who gave you the vision. Because the vision changes. There's different ideas that come. But the one who gives them, he never changes. But let me tell you something. There's always a new part of him revealed. He is 100% himself always. It's our capacity and our ability to be able to receive it. And when we are able, he is revealed again. I want to have God in my life, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Because everything after that is just because of that, because of him. Anyway, like I said, I do need to go. Y'all, I was trying to make this 30 minutes, but look, this is taking longer than I thought. But y'all matter, and I really appreciate y'all coming. Please share this with somebody that may need it, and follow me on my social media pages. Black Butterfly Effect, the Black Butterfly Kisses, and the Black Butterfly Queen. If you go to any one of those pages, it will have my link tree, and you can just click on my link tree, and you can find all the other pages that I have. So if you just go to the Black Butterfly Queen, on my link tree has all my other stuff, and you can follow those things, those pages that suit you. Okay. If you want to, and if you see a page that is not really for you, but it may be for somebody else, share that. Because why not? Right? But I appreciate that. And I thank you for your time. I hope you have a great day. I hope God be with you, and know that, baby, all our crowns tilt. Sometimes they fall in the mud, but they still ours. Okay. And no matter if they crack, they get a little shattered, they still shine. Put that crown back on your head. Keep walking, because you are royalty. Thank you. Godspeed. And I'll talk to y'all at the next podcast. All right. Bye. Hey guys, before I forget, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And if you're interested in seeing anything else that I do, you can go in my description and hit my link tree and follow any page from there. Thanks again. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.